of our nation's pride. PEPERO. PEPERO is also comes in this kind of case box. You have one bag. PEPERO means in slang, Korean slang, you say 빼빼 말랐다. You're really skinny. So it's like very skinny. I think it's also like one-dimensional chocolate, as I call it. It's really good because I think the amount of chocolate compared to like these chocosomi, less chocolate but more like yellow part of the snack. So if you don't like sweetness that much but you want to taste the chocolate, I think rather than tasting this, you should try this. Even comparing with chocohaim, I think this is less sweeter. Oh, and we also have PEPERO Day in Korea. November 11th is the PEPERO Day. It's a nice day where you give your loved ones, beloved friends, these PEPERO, and you can share love and friendship on this November 11th. Now we're moving on to the category of salty and crispy, which I think is the you know, like the household characteristic of Korean snacks. Before that, we tasted 2 of the sweetness, and then we had 4 chocolate cookies. Now moving on to the 4 snacks, which are salty and crispy yet. Ranking number 4 is 고래밥. 고래 means whale, 밥 means meal, rice. Yeah, always comes in a box. Oh, smells different. So, my time to try the salty and crispy. It's the shape of a squid right now. If you can see, I don't think you can see clearly, but if you can see, all of these have different. I think, for instance, this is a shark, turtle, whale, crab, and you have this air. So, when you have a bite, you can see there's nothing inside, it's emptiness. But then the air layer inside the little snack, I think it makes the eating experience more fun. It also comes in a lot of flavors, but this one says 볶음 양념 맛, like a chicken barbecue. So yeah, very crispy, a little bit spicy, but not that spicy. Feels good. And next is our number 3, which is also in the spicy and crispy category. We have 쌈칩. Sun means sun, chip means snacks. It's like hot and spicy, but it's not that spicy. Probably more spicier than 고래밥. So it looks like this. It's just like 고구마깡. It also has its unique shape. Whenever I thought about snack, I thought about Aladdin and his magic carpet. It is looking magic carpet. So when we eat, we would like eat it alone. Definitely more spicy than 고래밥. It's really tough on the outside. It tastes more like corn and very rough. So if you eat it in haste, you'll definitely have a scratch in your mouth, bleed. It's better to eat it delicately. Moving on to our number 2. This is 새우깡. 새우 means shrimp. 깡 means just like 고구마깡. I think a little word that just attaches itself to explain that it's a kind of snack. Looks like this. Shrimp. Oh, I can even smell the shrimp from here. So it used to be really famous. My parents' number 1 choice. I think many Koreans really love it. So it looks like this, similar to 고구마깡 but much thinner. And this is yellow. This is more like not orange, peach color. And then it just smells really heavily of shrimp. So if you like seafood, if you like shrimp, maybe some of you who don't like seafood say like yuck, but it's not yuck. It tastes really good. Salty, very crunchy, and very just traditional taste. I don't know how to explain it like more. It's very shrimpy, I should say. I had a mental debate about whether I should put this as number 1, but then I decided not to because although it's very traditional and very popular, still very much loved, I thought there was one other snack that should top all of these snacks, and that will be our number 1 coming up next. So, ta-da! Jump, come in like a dumpling. That is number 1, 꼬북칩. 꼬북 PEPERO. The Korean word is 거북이, pearl, but then in a cute way we say 꼬북, and chip means chip, 꼬북칩. And this was really famous because I don't think it's been around about 3 to 5 years. It's like a baby compared to all the other like 30-40 years of tradition snacks. One of the most representative trait of this snack is that it has 4 layers of air, roughly translated. That means it has like 4 layers of air inside this one single snack. I think about several years ago when this was first out on the market, it was so popular and so famous that people just went to all the convenience stores and got this, that there was a sold out phenomenon and was like big in Korean society. I like to smell snacks when I first open them and looks like this. Well, I think, like beautifully said, it looks like rows, right? Layers. You have 4 layers. So, just like its popularity, it comes in, I think, about 3 types, variations, but this one, the original corn soup flavor, is the most famous. When you press onto it, when you crunch it, there's definitely a different texture in your mouth. This one doesn't have any air at all, no air. It's just one single layer, right? But then this 꼬북칩, intentionally they built it to have like 4 layers. So when you crunch it, you actually crunch the air first and then the layer of the Korean snacks. It is salty. And I should mention, the difference is that 쌈칩 is salty plus pepper, spicy, and corn. But this is just like original dull corn plus salty, which makes it even more attractive because you don't get to just taste dull corn flavor, if you know what I mean, because this says shrimp, pepper, barbecue chicken, but there aren't actually many Korean snacks that you can just taste the dull, bland, the original taste of corn. So I think corn plus 4 layers of air plus this crunchiness made this one of the strong players in the Korean snack world. Definitely number 1. Okay, so look at this pretty sight. 10 Korean snacks that Louie and I selected as our personal Korean top 10 snacks. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. I think a lot of them, because it's such an international era, maybe you can find them, buy it through online or find it in your local supermarkets, although it may be a little bit more expensive than compared to when you buy it in Korea. But nevertheless, well, when you get a chance to visit Korea in the near future, please go to any Korean supermarket, convenience store, department stores, whatever, and then buy these ones. So my question, Louie and my question was, which was your favorite? Although you didn't have a chance to taste it, I think you had a pretty good second-hand experience looking at me eating it. So maybe if you can write along which one you like. Yeah, maybe if you have any questions, we can also answer. And I was also curious about your top 10 snacks which are popular in your country. Okay, so that was all for Rooi&Jinny's Korean top 10 snacks. Bye!